What is up? I'm here with my buddy AJ, who's come out from Singapore to London. It's so awesome to be here with you, man. And the amazing thing about AJ is a phenomenal copywriter. He's written copywriting for some really big names. I don't really know who, but yeah, you can talk about that if you want, or keep it secret or whatever. But like AJ knows his craft, and copywriting is one of the #1 skills that you can learn to improve your communication, to improve your marketing, to improve your business. Like, it's really, really incredible. So AJ, like, why is copywriting so important?
I think copy is like the building blocks of any business, for the matter. Like copy, like you need copy to like fucking ace anything. Like to earn your sales, you need that. So when people talk about what is the most important thing when running a business, it has to be marketing. It has to be writing something that sells. Writing something that actually gives value to someone, to say, hey, I'm going to open my wallet, take my credit card, and give some of that to you. I think that's the most fulfilling thing about writing copy, why it's so important.
That's amazing. And the amazing thing about copywriting is it's crazy, because actually one of Greg's mentors talks about, like, I can tell when someone studied copy when they speak to me, because it's a very specific way of writing that actually affects the way you communicate. So how does that improve your communication?
I think it's such a fundamental thing. Like, even when I've used copy so many times, not even in the business, but also when I talk to people, it's like, what does the other person want that I can give? That is really what copy is. It's connecting like your strengths and their desires and seeing what's the fit that you can actually give, get paid for it. So that I've just transferred it so much into my relationships, with friends, with anything that involves someone else. I'm like, okay, how do I get this person to do something for me? Not in a manipulative way, but in a way that's win-win, and oh my god, like both of us getting value from it.
Yeah, like copy is literally persuasion, right? It's like, how can you get someone to do what you want them to do, except they want to do it as well? So it's all about creating that win-win. It's all about creating value, and it really aligns in terms of building relationships as well. And actually, what's really cool about you, AJ, is that you built up this skill set, that you're a phenomenal copywriter, and you actually use that as a way to give value to people and actually foster relationships and build relationships through that skill set you've built. I'd love to know a little more about how do you give value through your skill set of copywriting and build relationships that way.
Sure. I think so. In copy-wise, one of my first clients that I ever got, actually Cal's Newport's first like business partner before he started his own to become who he is today. I actually sent him like an email as part of his course, and I just sent him an email or like a message on Facebook saying, hey man, I love your courses, I love your sales page. Like I really loved it, but I knew that he could be a lot better. Like he could be like 10x of what he could be if he just did a few things right. And so I sent a message, or I sent him like a video about it. I recorded a video, like a 5-minute video, and I sent it to him. And he actually looked at it. He looked at it and he was like, oh my god, this guy actually has value. What he's saying makes sense. Let's chat and see if we can work something out. So he became my first ever client, and that's how I really got in to show value to other people. I realized from that, it's not about who you are, it's about what you can give to someone else. Because like I've worked with people who are like big names, and I've never had a question of, what's your experience? It's what you can do for me right now that will help me move the needle in my business.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've seen the way that you embody giving that value in terms of like, I know that with Greg, you've helped him out with his copy so much. I've heard so many amazing things about you through that, and like recording these Loom videos and saying, hey, you can improve things this way, you can improve things that way. And it's one of these little things that doesn't take you that much effort because you're really good at it. It just takes a few minutes, whatever. You really see all the flaws. But like that can make such a big difference to someone else in terms of their business. It can really change their offer. It can really help them out in so many ways. And through that way of giving value, you actually built a client relationship. You built amazing relationships that way, and it's just a win-win, as you say, and it's just like the beautiful foundation for a really long-lasting relationship. So yeah, the last quick thing is like, what is the #1 piece of advice that you would give to someone who is looking to get into copy?
Ooh, this is tough. Because it's so hard now, the market is so saturated.
Yeah.
I think the one thing they can do is like start obviously learning the greats like Ogilvy, Dan Kennedy. Anyone who's good in copy, do that. But at the same time, also find opportunities to work on that and do it for free. Like even do like 3 months or 6 months with someone who's really fucking good. Because you need them to identify your blind spots. That's the only way you'll ever learn. And that's how as a copywriter, you grow by seeing where you fuck up and just learning on the repeating again and again and again. And that's how you really get really good at what you do.
That's amazing advice. Hey man, and you're one of the best. So hey, where can people find you?
Oh, Instagram, AJ underscore with the blues, or like ajnair.com, you'll find me.
Awesome. AJNair.com, AJ underscore Nair. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much, AJ. That was so much fun. I love doing these. That's so fun. Anyway, if you got value out of that, hey, please comment down below what your number one takeaway was. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the flippity flop.